Another lesson with your boy Pfunk, Think and Wright on the YouTube channel. Today we're going to talk about something that near and dear to my heart. The spiritual connection. What it is when you connect spiritually. What does that mean? What is the spiritual connection? Let me see if I can help you out with that. Because these are things that I try to put across to my listener and my viewers. If you don't understand the spirit, if you don't understand the qualifications and some of the ramifications behind spirituality, you will never understand this. Let me try to break it down for you. To be spiritually connected is to have the same belief system, faith in God. If you have a belief system that you believe in God, then you're spiritual. It's a spiritual connection. It ain't physical, it's spiritual. You have to spiritually understand God. That's the only way it's going to work. That's why I say it's spiritual. It's a spirit thing. Trust me. Being spiritual is the godliness in us. All we are connected. We are all connected spiritually. If you're living, breathing, spirit is in you. When that spirit leaves you, you're dead. So everybody's living a spiritual being. We have a spirit in us. Even the white man, he got a spirit. He just don't know it. He's unconscious of his spirit. That's what makes him the other guy. We didn't have the concept of devil, ancient Egypt. We had ego. We had chaos. Okay, those are negative connotations that we use today. Call them Satan, the devil, all this nonsense. But it's always been in place. We just didn't call it that. Evolve in time, names change, but the purpose and definition ain't changed. Right is still the right, the truth is still the truth. Wrong is still wrong. Change. Okay, to be spiritual being means we have something in common from God. We all do. We bleed red, don't we? When the black things come up, it's red. So human beings all have the same thing inside of us. Spirit. Being spiritual to family is easy to connect spiritually, and some stronger is here. Spirituality amongst the family. We are bound together through the spirit. We are tied together spiritually. Why don't we understand that and become as one, a group and race of people? That's God's will. That ain't ever gonna happen. Because man had got too full of himself where he put God. And now I got a thing with the new God is money. We'll get to that. That's another topic I want to get on about because I'm getting a little annoyed with that one too. I can use this platform to get off all my ideas, all my concepts, my concerns. I can do it right here and now. I ain't got to come out my face and act all stupid and wild. Nope. I can just put the lesson together and put my little stuff in as I go. That's how I do it. Here we go. Being spiritually connected means you're conscious of the spirit that dwells within you. That's God. If you ain't figured that out yet, spinning your wheels. Now, how to understand the spiritual connection? How to understand my spiritual connection with God? Break that down for you. Let me see if I can help you with that one. You will have this feeling of closeness to someone miles away. Your spirit travels like anything else, like light. It's a spiritual thing. I got a partner that I haven't seen, laid eyes on, don't even know personally. Best friend in Arkansas. Because spiritually, we got the connection. Consciously, we can meet on the same level, talking and meeting on that level. But spiritually, we are tied together through a spirit that dwells in both of us. That's God. See how God works? He put you together. He can connect you. All you got to do is understand and believe. Trust in Him. That's what I do. When you have good intentions toward others just because, that's understanding. I do things for people out of the kindness of my heart. That's called selfless service. Yeah, but I don't go out my way to do that. If within my means, I don't have a problem with that. All I want you to do is appreciate what I do. That's it. A hearty thank you. We good. I don't do stuff for nothing other than just appreciate what I did. That's it. Now, when you get the feeling, that feeling of total comfort, talking to someone, again, When I get goosebumps, when I get a spiritual connection with somebody, my body will react with goosebumps. I let the person I'm talking to, you're my man. We there. Why? I got goosebumps. That's my body. That's my spirit telling me we made a connection. That's all. That's a spiritual connection. You don't get it with everybody. How to understand spiritual connection? You may mistake it for love, just not physical. It's a spiritual love. Yeah. The females I deal with, I call on my spiritual sisters so that they know that it's a spiritual thing. It ain't physical. And the fact that you're my sister should take out the sexual content right there. I try to do that to keep that out the picture. Period. Ain't got to deal with that. All right. That takes away a lot of problems too. Your body will react to the spiritual connection to let you know. Like I said, the goosebumps. Yeah, I swell up real good. Here we go. Can spiritual connection be bad? Yeah, if your intentions are not honorable and you have a hidden agenda, you know that you're trying to get in spiritually because there's something that's not good. And again, can spiritual connection be bad? Yes, if it's on a one-way deal. It takes two for the connection. If I'm spiritually connected to you and you ain't reciprocated, you ain't giving it, then we ain't connected. That's a dead line. It's like a phone call. When the other person on the other end, if they dead, you got a connection. If they ain't there, you ain't got no connection. So in the spiritual connection, when you are not reciprocating or getting back what you're giving out, be careful. Women, we tend to fall in love with things about a man and tend to miss and don't see the bad things about a man until they step up right in your face and make it known that he ain't a good dude. Hitting you, abusing you, cheating on you. That he's not good. That ain't a spiritual connection. Y'all ain't connected spiritually. Okay? Don't get it twisted. Women, don't fall for the. Don't think because you get the little feeling. Ooh, he just made me feel. Ooh, that ain't spiritual. That's lust. Women have it. Men don't know who lust. Women lust too. Ooh, he just made me just. That ain't spirit. That ain't the God. That's the other guy. I keep telling you. If it ain't pure, if it ain't right and above board, it ain't God. God don't do sneaky, don't do seek, don't do no. Only one way. The other way, you already know what that is. That's like I keep saying. That's the other guy. Here we go. Yes, every time it's not in total harmony for both parties. Again, if one of y'all is vibing, the other one ain't in connection. Understand that. Hey, here's the battery running down. Boy, getting tired. No, it's not non-verbal. It's a non-verbal, non-physical thing. You either feel it or you don't. You don't force it. You don't. It's either there or it's not. It thinks itself. It's self-serving. Trust me. And again, can spiritual connection be bad? No. It can only help people come together on another level. That's the spiritual level that you want to make that connection on. When y'all hit it off, you good. If your intentions or her intentions ain't good, it won't work. Trust me. Right then they got divorced. Egyptian. Women had the right to leave a man. Now, well, before this, women had to take beat downs, had to suffer through abuse. No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. Don't even let nobody tell you on that. Well, he loved me. That's why he beat me. I love my kids. I discipline them with a whooping. I don't discipline my wife. She's a grown woman. I ain't about beating up on her to make her. No, it don't work that way. That's all. So don't try to make it justify wrong. Wrong is wrong is wrong. Don't justify it. Change it. Stop it. This is my idea. Okay, here we go. The next one is why is spiritual connection? Why is a spiritual connection a good thing? Did I tell you? Okay, let me tell you why then. It's the way to share feelings of a higher power, God, amongst all of us. We all have that ability to become spiritually connected. It's a gift from God. Why is spiritual connection a good thing? It's the unspoken language of human beings, nature. Oh, when you have love at first sight, you just see that one. It happens. It's a physical thing, and then it turns into a spiritual thing. Cause the look ain't spiritual. Look is you see something that attracts you. So now as you get with it and get spiritually yoked together, I got one of my patients told me he and his wife of 50, 60 years, 62 years, excuse me, when he met her, they were both virgins. She was engaged to some other guy who was going to marry. He had her write a Dear John letter and marry her. They stayed together for the rest of their life. I tell people that's an anomaly. But my man, that's a hell of a story. If it's true, God bless you. If you're lying to me, God will take you on the other end. But I thought that was admirable. Why? Because if you see something you like, and then if you get it, you're lucky enough to get it. A lot of us get we when we have it, when we going for it, we put our best foot, we give it our best shot, then we get it, and then we get satisfied, then we get bored, tired with, they don't want it no more. They stayed together, had 2 kids, and she passed away, and he refused to take on a mate. I could knock him for that. I said, my man, it might not be me, but I understand. I'm a fan of George Burns and Gracie Allen. When they had their run, when Gracie passed, George went into hibernation for the end of 20 years because he wasn't going to do that again. I understand. You get one. If one is right, you ride it for as long as you can, and don't try to make the second one like that one. It won't happen. One of a kind means just that. One of a kind. Let it be. I ain't trying to replace my cat with 2 cats. We just bring them into the house, give them a place to live, and endure them with, being good parents to them and raise them right, give them a good life. We did that with my first cat. So my intentions are just that, to give them a good life. Raise them the way I think is best in my house, under my rule, and we'll be fine. In life, you got to do what you need to do that you think is best for you. If you don't know these things, how you going to do them? Somebody got to teach you. You got to learn them. Don't willy-nilly just think you know something. Nah, you got to be taught. Trust me, it's important. Here we go. Now, the last 5 is spirit love. Yes. Let me tell you why. It's 2 sides of the same coin. They really go together. If you got a coin, it got a head and a tail. It's the same coin, but it's going to be one side this, other side that. That's how it's done. The next one is spirit love? Yes, love is spirituality in emotional form. I feel you. Meaning, I got that feeling. It's a spiritual thing, but I can let you know how I feel. That's love. I love you. Oh, I love that. Oh, that overwhelming feeling. Yeah, but it's also a spiritual thing. Okay. Your spirit is love from the mental aspect. You think you love somebody. It comes with a thought. Remember, you see him in that lightning bolt hit you. Whatever you want to call it, however you define it, whatever definition you want to use for it, the same thing. Spirit, love, God, all the same thing. All the same thing. Yes, spirit with no love, you're lonely. Everybody wants to be loved. Everybody wants, you come into the world alone, but your whole goal is to get that mate, to find that something that makes you happy, that other half to you. You only have. Men have. Women have. Together, we become a whole. That's how it's done. The last one is, yes, love and spirit equal true love or that spiritual connection. When you generally, I love my wife. It's a spiritual thing. Why? Because I care for her so deeply that I don't want to do bad. I don't do wrong. Don't want to do nothing to hurt her. That's love. That's spiritual. That's the connection. And she feels the same way about me. That's how it works. If you in love with somebody and they ain't loving you, it ain't gonna work. Male or female, it don't make a difference. Whichever one y'all ain't doing it, the other one who's doing it is gonna fall short. And they're gonna get cheated out of being treated fairly. Because if you giving and ain't receiving, stop giving and pack your bags and move on. If you with somebody that don't make you happy, if you're somewhere you don't want to be, you cannot find happiness in an unhappy place. You cannot find joy in an unjoyful place. You won't get peace in a hostile place. So if y'all ain't in harmony with each other, man and woman, make that decision. Somebody do. Like last night said, neither one of us want to be the first to say, if it's over, it ain't working. Come on. I do it. I got 2 prior wives. I did it to both of them. No, it's over. No, that decision already been made by me. Once I made the decision, you no longer got no say so in the matter. So people, when you have a other half, a significant other, and y'all ain't on the same page, y'all need to sit down and get it together because you can't keep going that way. You'll never come together. You start out this way and work your way to each other, but if you work your way from each other, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. Yeah, let it go. Move on. Why? Because if the love ain't there, if the spiritual connection ain't there, why are you with them? I'm not gonna be miserable. I'm not gonna live in misery. I'm not gonna live being unhappy. That's not life. I did that when I was in prison. That ain't good for nobody. I wouldn't wish it on nobody. I won't be around you if we ain't happy. We need to part ways. What? We ain't. Common sense will always put you in the frame of mind where if it ain't working, what's the purpose? What's the point? I make the analogy. When I go to the doc, I say, Doc, it hurt every time I do that. Doc said, don't do that. You need to come for me to tell you that. You couldn't figure it out on your own. Some things you can figure out. That's common sense. When you need a higher authority or a more complicated situation you got going on, you need somebody who's proficient in that field. That's what they got doctors. That's what they make them for. Lawyers. They put them in position. They got these positions to help you when you need their services. You make a decision to be what and who you want to be, and you ride that out. When you take on a profession, when you put in the work, the time and energy to go to school and get the degrees and put the time in, and they got a doctor before your name, that's respect. You gotta give them respect. I tell anybody, if you got letters before your name, you got my respect. Cause I know they don't give them. You earn them. Just like the knowledge that I've acquired. Nobody gave me this. I earned it. I put the time and effort, energy, and the due diligence to get it. So I'm not obligated to nobody about, oh, I gotta give thanks to this one. No, I put the work in. I thank God for giving me the ability and the talent and the gift, wherewithal to make that happen for me. That's who gets the credit. Man, not so much. I respect you. I got the highest respect and admiration because you put down in words that I can use that's going to help me do what I'm doing now. So I give you that part. But I became a master for a reason. So I can do what I want to do my way. I learned your way, okay, but now I'm going to teach my way. That's why I do what I do. I appreciate that for tuning in. Thank you. See you later.